All right, let's get into it. We all see those star ratings on Google, right? But today we're going to peel back the layers. We're going to figure out what the online reviews of dental clinics all across the Dallas-Fort Worth area are really telling us about the patient experience.
So I want you to think about this for a second. What is the real story hiding behind your clinic's Google reviews? And hey, this applies whether you run a clinic or you're just a patient, because it's about so much more than just a star rating. It's about the communication, the real concerns, and the conversations that are happening right under our noses.
Okay, so first things first. Let's take the market's pulse, We're going to start with the basics, the stuff everyone sees right away, those big, shiny star ratings and how fast clinics are actually responding to people.
And wow, right off the bat, things look pretty amazing. The average star rating for a dental clinic in DFW is a super impressive 4.65 out of 5. And get this, the median rating is 4.9. I mean, that's practically perfect. On the surface, it looks like this market is just crushing it when it comes to patient satisfaction. But you have to ask, is that the whole story? Well, you probably guessed it. No, it's not. Because hiding behind those fantastic scores is a really big communication gap, and it's one that's causing clinics to miss out on huge opportunities day after day. And here's the number that really stopped me in my tracks. Over half, 52.8%, of all patient reviews in the DFW area get zero response. They go completely unanswered. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. More than half the time someone takes time out of their day to leave feedback, all they hear back is crickets. And this chart really puts it into perspective, doesn't it? That huge unanswered slice? That's a massive missed opportunity, an opportunity to engage with your patients, to build loyalty, or hey, just to show them you're actually listening. It's a total communication breakdown, and it's happening right out in the open.
Okay, so what about the reviews that do get a response? Well, the news here is mostly good. About 2/3 are answered within 10 days, which is pretty solid. But here's the alarming part. Almost 10% of responses take over 100 days. 100 days! In the world of online reviews, that's basically a lifetime. A response that late can almost do more damage than no response at all.
So all of this really proves that star ratings just don't tell the whole story, not even close. If you want to really understand how a clinic is doing online, you've got to go deeper. We need a better way to measure reputation.
So let's break this down into two simple but powerful ideas: visibility and favorability. Think of visibility as just how loud is the buzz about your clinic. It's all about the number of reviews you're getting. Then you've got favorability, and that's all about, okay, the buzz is loud, but is it good or is it bad? It measures how positive people are being, and here's the key. You absolutely need both to build a rock-solid reputation. All right, let's look at a real-world example from Dallas to see how this plays out. Take Midtown Family Dentistry. They're at the top because they've got both. Tons of reviews, which is high visibility, and great sentiment, high favorability. Now check out Viva Dental. Their favorability score is perfect. I mean, everyone who reviews them loves them. But not as many people are leaving reviews, so that lower visibility actually pulls their overall composite score down. It's a perfect illustration that even if you're doing amazing work, you still need that volume to really lead the conversation.
Okay, so we've dug into the numbers, the scores, the ratings, but what are people actually writing in these reviews? What are they talking about? Well, by analyzing the actual words from thousands of reviews, we can start to see some really clear themes emerge.
We use this really cool technique called topic modeling. Basically, you let an AI read through all the reviews and it groups them by subject. And what it found were 6 dominant themes. You've got the stuff you'd expect, like overall experience and treatments. But then you get into more specific stuff, like the kid's dental experience, professionalism, and even emotional distress, things like dental anxiety. And then there's one that, as we're about to see, is a huge deal: insurance and billing. And this isn't just about dry data points. Behind a theme like kids' dental experience, you find these incredibly powerful human stories. Just read this one. A daughter going from terrified to literally saying, "I love the dentist." I mean, that one quote tells you everything. It shows the kind of impact a clinic can have, turning pure fear into actual joy. That's the stuff that really defines a top-tier practice.
Okay, this brings us to what I think is the most important part of this whole analysis, the part you can actually use. Now that we know what people are talking about, we can zero in on where they're the happiest and, more importantly, where they're feeling the most pain.
And here it is, the big reveal. Remember those amazing star ratings? Well, when you filter out all the positive reviews and look only at the negative ones, one category just explodes. It completely towers over everything else. And get this,
The biggest source of patient frustration isn't the dental work, it's the paperwork. Insurance and billing issues are the reason for almost 40% of all negative feedback.
The hard numbers make it even clearer. I mean, look at this. The overall experience theme gets a composite reputation score of 0.98. That's almost perfect. But insurance and billing? Its score is 0.03. It's not even close. This isn't just a small problem, it's a giant disconnect. It shows us that patients are generally thrilled with the actual dental care, but they are getting so frustrated by the admin and billing process that follows.
So what's the big takeaway from all of this? It's this, and it is absolutely critical. Your amazing, top-notch clinical care can be completely canceled out by a confusing or frustrating billing experience. It means the biggest threat to your reputation probably isn't happening in the dentist chair, it's happening in the billing department.
Which really leaves us with one final question to think about. Your patients are talking, they are constantly giving you feedback, but what this analysis shows is how easy it is to get caught up listening to all the praise for your clinical work while completely missing the quiet but critical whispers of frustration about everything else. So the real question is, are you listening to the right conversation?